Meat City, baby.
Hello and welcome back to Meat City Gaming. Jitty here with another episode in my Aground All Achievements playthrough. And you can see the progress that we're making. We are up to 21 achievements and 265 Gamerscore. And I think I completely whiffed on the last episode in terms of getting any more achievements. There was some prep work to do. We did advance in the story. We unlocked some new technology. We got some new equipment, but no achievements. So let's make sure we don't have a repeat of that. Let's get an achievement knocked out here right away. And the way that we're going to do that is by getting our chainsaw set up. So we need to enchant a chainsaw, and we'll be able to do it here. And we need a blood gem and a flame tusk. So let's see what we've got. So there's our fire tusk. So now we just need one blood gem. And we should have plenty of them. I think I put them on the dragon. Yeah, okay, so let's grab one of those. And we also need to take off the chainsaw. All right, chainsaw. Fire tusk. Blood gem. And there we go. We get a fire chainsaw. And there we go. Techno Mage. Enchant a chainsaw. So that's all you need to do. It's a simple recipe. And did it go into my inventory? It did. Great. And so now we've got 7 attack on our chainsaw. It does 9 cut damage. It also does a burn for 2 to 3. So it is a powerful weapon now. And even more so than it was before. And what's the axe does for? Yeah, so we're like way ahead of it with the chainsaw. So with that out of the way, the next thing that we can do is finish confronting the Miros. And so what we need to do for that, let's do one quick rundown to how is our energy looking. We're a little bit low, but we have enough for a run here. Let's grab this worm while we're going. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we wanted to do also that while we're here. If we take a net, I believe if we do a net, a blood gem. Yep, there we go. We get an enchanted net. And I think we can use these to capture the mechano worms on the other island. So let's do that. Okay, so now we've got 4 enchanted nets in case we run into any of those techno worms. I think there's some down low in this area. Okay, let's see if we can get the fire spirit. I think we need a couple of those. And we have to put on our goggles. Okay, so let's head back to the main island. Too heavy. Just by a little bit. And now since it's nighttime, let's rest. And I think that should bring back the fire spirit. Let's see if we can get another one of those before we go. All right, now we are light enough to fly. Let's head back to the main island and we are going to raise some dragons. And first thing we need to do is switch out the baby dragon so it's the active one in the layer. And then we can convert it into a young dragon. And so let's do that with 5 dragon blood, easy enough. And now we've got a young dragon, which we're gonna turn into an adult dragon. Now we already had an adult dragon, but it's our only mode of transportation across the sea right now. So you don't want to convert the only flyable dragon that you have. Make sure you've got a second one handy so you can convert one, as I'm about to show you, into the item that we need, and then still have the second one for transport purposes. Okay, so we're going to now raise into an adult dragon. And then I think we need to go back over to where we just were. So let's see, what's our weight at right now? Way too high, and it's because of our second dragon. But we can fly, so we'll be okay. Okay, I think we're good. So now let's recharge our batteries. And the other thing we wanted to do while we're here, let's go capture a couple of those worms. because we need the Techno Worms in order to generate uranium, which we're going to need a ton of throughout the rest of the playthrough. So getting a good number of them in cages so that we can collect the resource they produce, which is uranium, is a good idea to do early and often. Okay, we don't need the goggles. Let's swap those out for our headlamp. And we don't want to go too deep here. And so this is an area we'll need later. We'll just explore it a little bit for now, but we'll come back to that in a little bit when some characters relocate to there. Okay, wait, there we go, we've got one. All right, let's see if we can get this guy. There we go, got one. And I saw a second one down here. Where did he go? Nice. Okay, we got two. All right, that's about a full load. Let's head back. All right, patrol boat is fueled up. We've got our worms. We are in pretty good shape. So we're gonna drop the worms off with the Alchemist in the pen. They can't go in the normal wooden cages that we created for like our farm animals. They will only go in that specialized cage, and we can build them eventually. I don't know if I have the recipe yet. You get it as part of the story, and I don't think we're at that point quite yet, but let's take a look. And we get ourselves a level up. How many points do we have? 99. Can we do... we're not quite at a range. We're not worried about range attack range. We want range damage. Fishing, no. Oh, that could be good. Are we really 1 point short? It's a bummer. Okay, well, that was a lot. Let's do that, and we'll save up. I really want to get that last attack point. Okay, so if we come down to the cage, we can put in the worm, and we're actually going to swap out the baby dragon for the other worm as well. We need uranium way more desperately than we need dragon blood right now. So let's make that switch. Okay, we need a worm, a fire tusk, and an icy fur. Let's complete this quest. All right, that gets us our fire tusk. We need a worm and an icy fur. So let's grab ourselves a worm. The chainsaw is hitting too hard. Don't know if this will work, but let's see. All right, we need some kind of weapon. Well, let's just use one of our enchanted nets since we don't have any weapons weak enough. Oh. Wow, that's disappointing. Okay, back to our good old trusty steel sword and some regular nets. Let's see if we can find ourselves a worm and capture it for our quest. There we go. And now we just need icy fur. And we can find that pretty easily. Icy fur is dropped by this guy up here. There we go. Okay, so another thing we can check. We can't quite fly up high enough with this dragon, but I think my jetpack that I'm using can get me up high enough to where I need to go. So let's try this. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, great. So we can grab ourselves another achievement here. Let's grab a spirit gem and our goggles. And we'll capture ourselves this guy. And that also gets us an ice gem. And we can use the ice gem to activate this structure up here for an achievement. Rewind, activate the time manipulator. So the limiting factor there is just needing to be able to fly up high enough, and your dragon, you can't dismount while you're flying, so you can't really do it with that dragon. You can go for the next dragon up, the Elder Dragon, and do it, but if you put together the special jetpack that I have, not the standard jetpack, but the anti-grav pack, you can get high enough off the ground to get up here as well. So that is achievement number 2 for us in this episode. So the time manipulator, it can take something that's combined from multiple items and break them apart for you again, which has a couple of uses. You can do a skill reset here, a respec, and you can also move the time around to day or night if you want to give yourself, if you want certain farming conditions. So a fairly useful building. And this is one of those spots here. Yeah, so if you have the goggles on, you can see, oh no, this is different. Well, yeah, let's check this out. I forget where this, is this the puzzle? Yeah, this is the puzzle one. I don't know if I want to get stuck in here right now. So there are, I think, 4 of those in here where you have to, so the ice, the blue blocks, you just slide on them. And especially when I'm just wearing this headband. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit difficult to do that while we can't see and while we're getting slapped by the enemy. So a good spot to get to, but not worth our trouble right now. Our equipment doesn't quite support it. But you have to wear the spirit goggles, and then you can see it. And then I think also in here is one of the exits to that cave system that I showed you in a previous episode. I'm almost certain that's here somewhere. Maybe I'm getting that wrong. I don't think so, though. I really thought the one of those little mouth... Oh, maybe you have to exit it from the cave system. Maybe you can't open it from this side. That's possible. That will come out here. So that's another way you could get there if you don't have the height requirement. Okay, so let's talk to our friend. Okay, so here we go. Boss fight time. We want to work together. We don't want to let the Alchemist fight. I don't think he survives if we do that. So we're going to work together. And this is definitely a tricky fight that you can die if you don't do it the right way. So the Alchemist sets up a shield. He absorbs all the attacks. And that did not go well. Okay, so we could use our shield to absorb the hit. And then put in a big shot. Yeah, and then when he does that big hit, you gotta get out of the way. And he also heals us while we're in this little... So up top, dodge, big hit. You can go down to duck that one, and there we go. So a little sloppy there, but you can go down to the bottom row and dodge that big hit after he gets off his last shot, and dodge that kind of Kamehameha beam that he shoots out. So that gets us... So that unlocks Face the Enemy, Defeat the Old One. That gets us another achievement, which I think is a good place to stop. We'll finish up the dialogue here and see what happens, and then we'll call this one an episode. All right, so he's defeated. And we get a hint to keep going to the east. Okay, so that is where we'll pick up in the next episode. Let's rest. And we're all set. And then in the next episode, after we go to that island to the east, we should then have what we need, I believe, to finish up our confrontation with the Miros. So that is where we're going to pick up in the next episode. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.